What's up, Sneak Peekers? My name is Nolan Walley, and today we're at the Austin Film Festival for the Texas premiere for the third movie in the Knives Out series, Wake Up Dead Man, written and directed by Rian Johnson.
Hey.
Got it. Nice to meet you.
Last for best.
We're students at the University of Texas at Austin. First question I have for you, being at the Writers Festival, I would love to know what was the initial spark that brought this story to life? I know that it is the third in a trilogy, but I still think that you bring such a new story to every part of it, so I want to know what brought this to life.
I'm happy to hear that. It's always the goal with these is to have them each feel like a different novel on the shelf a little bit, each be their own thing. With this one, it was a couple of things. It was I wanted to do an impossible crime, which is a little subset of the murder mystery genre. There's an author, John Dixon Carr, who I got very into, who specializes in these. And so I thought that would be fun to try. And then I wanted to make something, I wanted to kind of ground it. And so for me, that meant making it personal. And so I grew up very religious. I'm not anymore. It's something I have a lot of very deep personal thoughts about. And so the idea of the impossible mystery, like a crime that kind of almost seems like a miracle, and the notion of using that to kind of set it in a church and get into religion a little bit, that seemed very potent to me. And do all of that and make it a big, fun murder mystery. That seemed like an interesting challenge. It would be something unique if we pulled it off.
Getting a little bit more inside baseball and then also trying to learn more about this without getting into spoiler territory, was there any kill your darlings moment in making this where you had something deep in you that you really wanted to come out in this but just couldn't have happened?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's 100 of them. Every single day when you're writing, you go down a different little pathway. And then also the process of writing this one, even more so than any script I've ever done, was a process of trying something and that doesn't quite work, throwing it away, trying something else. There's a lot of trial and error with it. So I have a lot of script pages of like different scenes, different characters, different byways and highways that just didn't end up working out. And then it's a slow, painful process, as any writer knows, of kind of ironing it out into the final thing. And even then, you get in the edit, and that whole process starts again. And there's definitely stuff on the cutting room floor that I'm sorry is there, but that it made the movie better as a whole, taking it out. And it just comes with the game.
It's festival season now, but at UT Austin, it is the start of shooting season. As of today, the narrative projects are shooting and directors are out trying to make their own film. Do you have any advice, last-minute advice, on what they can be doing to bring their vision to life?
Wear comfortable shoes. That's actually the best directing advice you can hear. Change your shoes at lunch. No, I think that for me, I grew up making movies with my friends. That was really my. I did go to film school, but where I really learned filmmaking was just getting together with my friends on the weekends and making movies. I think that especially when you're going out there shooting, try and remember that the more it feels like everyone's going to be working their butts off, everyone's going to be focused. It's still got to feel like play. You got to be having a good time. You got to be with people that you like. You got to, because also the experience of that shoot that you're going to have is the actual thing that you're going to carry with you for the rest of your life, more so than whatever the movie ends up becoming. You make the movie great, make the movie a masterpiece and as great as it can be, but remember the experience is just as important, and it is the thing you're actually going to have in your head years later.
That's all the questions I have. Thank you so much.
Awesome, man. Cool.
Excited to see the film. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want more content outside of the Austin Film Festival, please check out our channel to see more red carpets.